You know what I'm saying? Where I can go home when my mama got off of work. It was said like that. My mama take me in the morning and I do outpatient. Then when it's time for my mama get off about 5 o'clock, she'll pick me up and I go home. Then I go back to Intracare Hospital the next day. Then she'll pick me up. I start being outpatient.
This is Bubba's
Okay.
story, because this is
So
what she does
all
with
that
Buddy.
happened all the way up till the end of high school.
Yeah.
And then
This is what she does with Buddy, take him to the hospital. Am I lying, y'all? This is where she was exposed, because she lied about being a nurse. She used to take and walk her ass around this hospital in scrubs early in the morning to try to make us think that. But she had to take Buddy just as mental as she is. Okay? Let's keep it moving. Yes, I am. Excuse me. Do I have any scope people in here? Because I know I got a scope person. I know I got at least 3 in here. I know I got at least 3 or 4 in here. Okay. Did Ashley walk around the hospital in some scrubs and pretend as though she was a nurse? And she didn't do this for 1 or 2 days. Bitch did it for about a week. Come to find out, she go up there in them scrubs when she take Buddy and put him in them hospitals. She used to be up there with Buddy. Because Buddy just like her. Oh, yes, she did. Oh, yes, she did. She walked around and pretended, even went in somebody's room. Oh, yeah, she did. Oh, yeah, it's hereditary, honey. You know it's hereditary. If her mama won't move out of a house and they done told you got to go, you don't own it, and you sit in the garage in the heat of the summer, talking about I shall not be moved. I shall not, I shall not be moved. Just like a tree. No, Arlene, you had to get your ass up out that garage. It was time to go.
to add on top of that, and I know you sent this in, so I'm about to screen share this and show us this as well. At the age, in the 12th grade.
Can y'all send me a few beans and get me the 3 stars? Because if that shit was funny, I want me a couple of beans for that. Fuck that, I want some beans for that. Next time, don't damn laugh, I won't ask for that.
After all of that
Thank
happened,
y'all.
you finished school and got married.
I got married and finished school. I got married first and finished school.
So you sent me, what is it that you sent me? You sent me.
That's my divorce papers, but if you can look up my divorce, they probably have my fucking marriage on there. I got married when I got married. I got married at 17 years old.
Can I show these? The papers that you sent me?
Yeah, you can show it.
Because I like to show everything.
I didn't find my marriage record, but I found the divorce record. It probably had the year I got married on there. I found the divorce record, but I didn't find the marriage record of that marriage.
You found the what?
Only the divorce records, but if you look at it, probably show the years I was in their marriage.
Okay, just a second. Got married. This is your housewarming. Is this the video?
No. That's the second marriage. Second marriage. I've been married twice.
This is you. Oh, sorry, you're.
Go. Keep going.
Right here.
That's it. No. Go up some more. That's it. That's when I filed divorce. I filed divorce.
Okay, so Rena divorced. This is on 2/11/2016. Rena filed a family marriage dissolution divorce lawsuit against Cockrell Cyrus Lavelle This case was filed, Shepard Ashley Rena versus Cockrell, Cyrus Levesque, Ashley Cyrus Coxwell, and this is your photo right here with the picture of you. Okay, so tell us tell us first of all, before we get into why you filed for divorce, first tell us exactly how the marriage happened, how you met your husband, and take us through that process. Because to be at a young age, what age were you when you met him?
I met when I was 16.
Okay.
But my mom was strict. You know, my mama was an evangelist. She went to biblical school and stuff and got ordained or whatever to be evangelist. So my mom was on this shit like you gotta be married or whatever to do anything and shit like that. And I was getting ready to finish school early because remember I graduated at 17 when I turned 17. So she was like, you gotta be. She was strict. And I wanted to be out her house, but I got tired of putting me in the fucking hospital to be honest about it. I just wanted to get away. I was cool. So what I did was I was like, I want to get married. You know, Cyrus wants to marry me. I said I want to get married, and I got married really get away from her because I know once I got rid of her, I mean, not being funny. Once I got away from her, she couldn't do that shit to me no more. I'd be married, and that shit would be over, and I have to take that fucking medicine and all that shit she had going on.
Yeah, when you were taking all that medicine, was it like because that medicine has? I've worked with different people in different scenarios, and I know it will have you all over.
She put me on so much medicine. She didn't put me on medicine that almost killed me. She put me on some medicine called ORAP, and it made me swallow my tongue or my muscles slipping up, and my tongue was going to the back of my throat, and they had to slam me down on my face and give me a shot in my ass to release my muscles and release my body and make it let go. If I wouldn't have been in the hospital when this medicine gave me a reaction, I could have died, swallowed my tongue, because my heart and my neck was going back like this. But she done had me on all type of shit, like all type of fucking medicine. I've been on every medicine. People named medicine. I'm like, I took that when I was a child. Wellbutrin, Depakote, Celexa. Man, I just took everything that these people think what's that, Seroquel, Ritalin, Adderall, all the medicines I took when I was a fucking kid. The shit they popping out. I took that shit as a child.
Did you ever, because diagnoses was different?
Oh yeah, I believe this part of the story. This is true. Because Ashley really is slow. I mean, she really got mental issues. She telling the truth right now. She really take all that medication, and she need to be on her medication. She really does, and she probably need to be checked into the hospital.
Years ago than it is now. Were you ever taken to a psychologist and diagnosed with anything during this time period?
Yeah, bipolar, ADHD, OCD. And that was because when I got raped, I used to take a lot of baths. I always felt dirty, and I would take like 6, 7 baths. Well, I took like 3, 4 baths a day, and they got to the point where I started to dry out my skin. So the doctor said I was OCD or whatever because I just had to bathe. To the point it was drying out my skin. It was hurting me. It wasn't helping me. So yeah, OCD. It was OCD. It was a bipolar.
Now, Ashley, you won't never take no fucking baths. We know that. Now you need to stop that shit. Talking about you got OCD. Ain't a damn thing OCD about your big funky ass. Ain't nothing OCD about you.
And it was ADHD. Oh, with depression.
And depression. Can I allow, before we continue, can I allow Tammy PA to come into box number 2 just for any quick? Okay, because I know that.
Now this is what got me. What the fuck Shifty Eye coming up there for? What the fuck did they bring Shifty Eye Sam up there for?
Yeah, I know that you said you, Tammy PA, can you come into the queue and sit in box number 2, please? Let me just, uh, and then Tammy can chime in if there's anything that you're, having any, you're trying to, Tammy, come into the.
That bitch about as delusional as Ashley.
Can y'all get out of the queue? Just a second. Perfect. Box number 2. Perfect. Okay, Tammy's just here just for clarification for anything and can chime in at any point in time if there's anything and just gives that wonderful auntie effect. So, um, so let's get back to our conversation. So you
They
married
also
this
had
man.
suicide on me. But I learned that suicide shit from my mom and my grandma. And I was reacting what I seen them do. That's why you got to be careful with your kids what you do because they'll try to react to that shit. But yeah, I had suicide. I had suicidal too on my caseload too because I watched my mama commit suicide. Well, attempted to commit suicide. Like she actually took the shit and had it pumped out and was gone away for a minute. And then I watched my granny go underwater on some pills because my grandfather was cheating on her with a person around the corner. So that was the behavior I learned from this.
I ain't never heard that story before about her grandma. Her grandmama always was the one to pick the pieces up on Ashley's sorry mama, because that's where she always lived. What? So why is she telling that lie? Thank you, God's fool. Hold on, y'all.
And when I, learned that you could kill yourself by taking pills, then, I used to try it a few times or whatever too.
Tammy, I ask you, please, would you swipe the comments for me, my love? Because I see you reading them, and it's going to get you off track. And I want you to stay with us. This is a three-way intimate combo here. Well, two-way, but Tammy will just be here for any clarification of anything. Thank you, Tammy. Now, Ashley, when did you meet this man at the young age of 16 to get married? I know you said you met him for a reason, to get away from mama and all the shit that was going on.
No, we are from the same neighborhood. He's from one neighborhood on the block, and I'm from another neighborhood on the block. And I was walking down the street with my best friend, Christy. She and my friends was elementary, still my friend. And he was like, "Oh, who is that?" And when I met him.
That sounds like a fucking rap song. She walking down the street with her best friend. He saw me and he said, ooh, who is that? Girl, shut the fuck up. You sound like Around the Way Girl. Was you listening to Around the Way Girl in your head just then when you made up that story, Ashley? Because ain't nobody seeing your big goofy shaped ass walking up those streets talking about who is that? Because when I saw your ass in Atlanta with that goddamn dress on, them little bitty legs, and them big long ass feet, I said, what the fuck is that? Hey, girl, sit down.
We exchanged numbers, but we didn't do too much in nothing because, like I said, my mama was strict. Everything was in front of her eyesight.
Okay, so it was kind of like hidden, but it eventually.
But he was older than me, though. He was older than me. But she was accepting of it because his mama was real holy, and he was a church boy, so she was accepting of it.
How old was he?
He was 21.
21. Oh wow.
Okay. 20 or 21.
Now, did you have a child with this man as well?
In college, when I turned 19, I had a shower.
Okay.
College.
Now let's backtrack a little bit, backpedal. In between all of this, you sent us a kind of disturbing video, which I'm going to screen share, of a child that you.
That's not his child. That
okay.
to do with this.
I didn't know when this song came out.
That had nothing to do with him, but I want you. Was that before him or after him?
After, way after. Okay. That was my latest. Way after.
Okay, so we won't get to that child just yet then at all. So you had a showers with this man, and then we have a photo of you and your mother here graduating college, actually.
That's not my mama. That's his people. That's his Aunt Renee.
That's okay. And this is the first time people are probably seeing this, but this is you with your graduation hat and everything. I'm going to show that it's actually an awesome. We love to show a good receipt with everything.
Yeah, we're going to debunk this receipt, and I want y'all to go check it out.
I know, but you know what? The screenshot, okay. For me, on my platform, I always like a receipt. So, if we say, something like I graduated, we got to see here. This is you. And you look so happy here.
And that was number one. Robert called the receipt of her graduation. Robert called the receipt of her graduation and called a picture of her graduation a receipt. Where's the transcript? Because I need to see the fucking transcript. Fuck a picture. Where's the transcript? The next thing I want y'all to know, she gonna play a video of the baby. Now she had delivered me as she said it was on the thing. And I was looking, and I want somebody to go look for me to make sure I looked at it right. Can you just confirm the year that Deliver Me was made? Because if she played Deliver Me at that baby's funeral, that song wasn't out at that point in time. It just came out about 2 years ago where I saw it. That song just came out, so I don't know how Ashley played that at the baby's funeral. I really don't. And where is the birth certificate? Where's the birth certificate? Because we ain't seen none of that. I ain't never seen no death certificate. We just seen a little picture of that baby and this, that, and the other. So those are the two things that I want to know.
Okay, so that is you right there. Oh my! And how old are you at that age?
I'm 25. I'm 25, but I gotta go. I gotta calculate.
Okay, so 24 at that age. Okay, so
Oh,
wait,
LD.
20 something.
I know you said you had a Cyrus.
Oh, it, first I had stopped because I was real sick. I know I was pregnant. And so I ate up the financial aid and my mama cussed my ass out for going to the library buying cookies and chips, eating up my whole financial aid. And she was trying to figure out what the fuck was going on. Then I started having a bad cold. I was throwing up sick. And then we went to ER and found out I was pregnant with a shower and it explained why the financial aid got ate up in the library.
Oh, first of all, I don't even know how Robert let them sit and say that. Y'all don't even have financial aid work. Okay. And that nail bitch in here can sit and tell me, yes, it do. And you know why I'm going to tell you? That's a damn lie she told. Because you know when Jackie stopped, you know what Jackie did for 15 years? You know what Jackie did for 15 years? She was a director of financial aid. And she wasn't eating up no goddamn money like that. Yeah, bitch, you got a little refund back every couple of months after the loans was dispersed. You got living expenses. But bitch, you weren't eating like that. Stop lying.
What was your major and minor?
Nursing.
Nursing. Okay, and so have you ever used that degree? Oh, I saw you with your
Yeah, you got to pay it back if you got loans.
I know.
Only way you ain't pay it back if you got a little Pell Grant.
So how do you transition, Ashley? Because that's big to go from all of those things you did growing up, institutionalized and being raped and having the child and getting away from your mother and getting married at a young age to kind of going to college and trying to live a normal life with all of these prescriptions and diagnoses. I mean, one would think that you would still be institutionalized or something of that nature, and things be pushed back, because there are cases and scenarios where if you have all these things going on, someone who's going through all these things might have a different type of program instead of a regular GED, or they might be in some type of special care that, they graduate maybe at 21, 22, or 23 because they have all these diagnoses and they would not be deemed eligible to be in a normal classroom setting. But so how did you end up from there to kind of getting to going to college for 4 years for nursing?
Robert, I was smart as a whip. I was smart as hell. Okay? My mama is a smart woman. My mama's accountant. She went to college as well. My mama taught me. She had time to teach me. I didn't have other siblings around. I was very, 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 very smart. I graduated early. I was very.
Okay, let's just start this off right here. Let's stop this right here. Because you just said that Arlene wasn't there for you. She tried to kill herself and this, that, and the other. Now you say your mama is very, very, very smart. She taught you this. She taught you that. So can you tell me something, Ashley? Was Arlene there for you or not? Because see, I'm starting to try to understand where this coming from. Ain't no damn college degree. The bitch went to college. We do know that because she in default of her student loans. And I tried to tell a little slow hoe, since she was getting disability, that because she in default, she ought to go and apply to get it forgiven because she on disability and she won't be in default no more. But the slow hoe ain't never did that because she couldn't figure it out. But the slow hoe went to school, but she didn't graduate and she in default. That's why they take her taxes every year. And she can't say that she lying because she had Nessa call me and ask me how she can get her loans out of default because she knew that's what I did and I know about the financial aid. Dummy. Lying ass.
There's more about it. It's just an incident happened, and I just forgot my ability to do things. That's what happened to me. I just lost my ability to do a lot of things.
Call me when that for that. And she called me when her mama. She called me when her mama went through foreclosure with that when they was getting their house was messed up. And she called me then. I ain't had no minute brain. I was crazy then, was I? Yeah, she called me. Uh-huh. It came out 2 years ago. All right.
Because of a race. But other than that, I was.
Oh shit. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. You need help with your student loan? Okay. It wasn't never no house. That Fletcher was working on a temp job. That wasn't never the temp job. Ashley do shit like this right here. It wasn't never no house they was building. What Ashley will do, because she goes so far to try to lie to kick it, Fletcher was probably working there to make a couple of dollars, little temp jobs, building some houses. And she wanted to make it seem like he was there watching them. You understand that? Now, I ain't live in the house with him, but she put everything on live, you know.
Way more back in the day. That's why
You had a traumatic moment.
He had a red with a car flipped over. Yeah, my Malibu flipped over.
Yeah. So while you're in
And he
college,
suffered a brain injury.
So, yes, that's a little tidbit they don't tell you. Any of y'all on disability, you got student loans, and you trying to pay them back, all you need to do is go to the Department of Ed and ask for do the forgiveness loan. I'll look it up in a minute and I'll tell y'all exactly what it's called. But that's all you got to do. It'll get it out of default for you. Even if y'all in default and they taking y'all taxes, go and try to get it consolidated. Go and reconsolidate it. That'll take you out of default. That way you can get your taxes next year. It's a lot of things. Y'all just don't call and know who to call. But yeah, I definitely help you. Just let me know.
Yeah, I did.
wow, what was that?
The car flipped over and I hit my head or whatever. And then they started making fun of me, the family, like, you know how you hear stuff like, oh, that girl crazy. She was in that wreck, she got the fence knocked out her head. She cuckoo now, she a cuckoo now, she don't remember nothing. Cause I forgot a lot of stuff. Like I sit there and I go blame, but like I can tell you now that a lot of stuff is starting to come back to me throughout the years. But when it come back to me, every time something new come to me, I have an anxiety attack. Like I don't know what the fuck happens. Like a lot of my anxiety attacks because sometimes I could just be riding and some of just a memory will come back. And then my anxiety just goes through the roof because I remember it. My heart gets to pumping real fast. Like memories gradually come back, but not all of it.
Okay.
Good memories too, or just bad? Good, nothing bad. Good. Like Miss Tammy, I asked her sometimes to be up there. I have been to important places, and they be like, put all your kids' date of birth, and I be like, my kids' date of birth, my kids' date of birth. Oh, Sean's date of birth. Damn, I know it. I know it, and I get really agitated, start crying, because I know just whatever going on. I still get my scans and stuff and things like that. I'm still under doctor care. I never left doctor care, but I did need the medicine around long. Only medicine I take is anxiety medicine. The reason why, because I feel like I didn't need a lot of medicine. And I believe that if my mama would have just tried more natural stuff and just handling shit on her own instead of being a workaholic and just throwing me
Cause she
places.
crazy.
We could have got better resorts, but it was just easy for the other places to put me on medication because I'm
Sympathy.
learning on my own that I need to
Sympathy.
get without fucking medicine. You know what I'm saying?
Cause you got people with sicknesses like Ashley. They like to have a hard up story. So people could think that they done been through a lot. She want to be so strong, and you know what I'm saying. So she gonna throw them fake tears on, like, you always gotta throw some tears on in them. Child, it's all a game. Cause you can't go from crying. How she gonna be? Let's keep going. Cause I'm ready to get to the good part.
Because anxiety is scary. I learned that, and now that I have children that's a son that's bipolar, I don't give Bud any medication, and I have mechanisms that I can use with Bud, and they actually work without giving him any medication. And I wish my mama would have took the time to do that to me because all the medicine did was mess me up.
Okay. So as we go through now, you have your husband. What is your relationship like with the child? I know that you said cousins raped the child. Cousins raised the child that was raped. You're in college and you have a Shiras.
I still don't deal with her. I'm still not dealing. I'm not dealing with her at all yet.
What do you mean you're not dealing with her at all?
No, I wasn't dealing with her at all yet.
Oh, you weren't dealing because the family was raising them.
Yeah, she's in Baton Rouge and I was in Houston.
Why was that? Was that a personal choice? Was that a choice that would they take?
No, because I was a kid. There's nothing I could do with that. I mean, there's nothing I could do.
Actually, you just said she was living at your grandma's house.
Think about that. Did you ever want that?
No, I forgot all about it.
Wow. Okay. And so what made you invite them back into your life now to say, I'm going to be
I didn't invite Missy back. She came back. It just happened and it's there.
Yeah. And how do you feel about that exactly?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. No, that's fine. So we move forward to you have the husband and you have Bud. You graduate.
Okay, so you just put a little bit. I don't feel like that's my virginity taken. I don't feel like that's because it's my virginity taken because I won't willingly give up my virginity. So
you were wrong.
Yeah, so I don't claim that.
Oh, okay.
Like this sexual encounter, but I claim a child because the heart of me. You know what I'm saying? But I don't count it as a pregnancy or nothing because there wasn't nothing I wanted. There was something that happened bad to me. And I still today live with it because my vagina is tilted. I had fractures. It was fractured, tilted, and I still have a tilted uterus and all it. It's hard for me to give birth. It's taking me a long time to give birth. It's just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff I have to deal with from there. But like, I don't consider that as my virginity being taken. If you ask me my virginity gets took, I'm gonna tell you the age the age I was willingly. I'm not gonna claim that. I don't claim it. I don't look at it. I don't claim it. I don't.
I imagine that. Go ahead, Tammy. What were you saying?
I just wanted to ask you. You said you weren't willing to really talk about it, but could I just ask you a question? If you don't want to answer it, you're free not to answer. I just want to ask you, when people go through traumatic incidences or things like that, it's a thing where people repress or they push things back so that they don't have to deal with it. And it's a coping mechanism. Is that how you were able to deal with this? Or how were you able to deal with being a child who gave birth to a child and then go back to being a normal child? Like, how did you manage to do that?
I don't know. My mama did a lot of weird stuff. I went to the hypnosis. She had a whole bunch of prayer warriors to pray for me. They were trying to say that after that happened, the man put demons in me. I had demons or something. It was like an older lady. I remember her name was Sister Lowe. She was an older woman from Pleasantville in Houston. And she had prayer warriors, like older women, to come out and pray for her in my dreams. And I was on the couch, so they was praying for me. Some of them was releasing demons out of me. And I'm gonna be real with you, what no fucking demons getting released out of me? Okay?
I believe that. I believe that. Because her mama said the best sex she ever had was with Jesus. I believe that. I believe they had that big cook bitch laying on the couch. I believe they had candles. I believe they had olive oil. I believe they had crosses and toothpicks. I believe all that.
Believe they had released demons out of me. They said I had a demon. He had put a demon in me, and they had to put the demons out of me. And they kept making me say, "The Lord is my shepherd; I shall not want." They kept making me say this shit over and over and over. Then they wouldn't stop. So I'm gonna be real with y'all, cause this my time to be honest. The only way I got them to stop touching on me and fucking with me, come out, say the Lord is my shepherd, it's still in her. The older lady sister Lo kept saying it's still in her, it's still in her. And my mom was like, "Come on, Ashley, come on, get it out. We buying that demon." I had to do this, Rob. I had to literally make spit drip out of my mouth. And they was like, "Oh, she's releasing the demon, she purging it out." I wasn't purging on no fucking demon. I just got tired of them. They was like weighing me the fuck out. And I just started spitting so they can leave me alone. And they really believe that they really got a demon out of me. So if you would ask my mama if she went at Walmart, did she have to get demons out of me? She really believed that they released demons out of me. It wasn't no fucking demon in me. But they wouldn't stop hurting me because they was hurting my arm and everything. And they wouldn't stop me until I spit up.
She
Like I had to
explaining the
make myself
movie.
spit for them to
That
stop doing
movie,
that shit to me.
the little girl, what was
And I
that
was
name of that movie? It
crying
was
and I
on
was crying.
Lifetime.
And they was like, "That ain't your daughter. That ain't your daughter. That's that demon. It's trying to trick you." But it was really me. And she was hurting me and shit. And I be trying to tell her now. Since the day that I remember that. And she be cutting me out. She don't like to hear stuff.
And she talking about
Okay.
China 504,
That's
y'all.
wow.
The
Wow.
same thing happened to me when I came out as being gay. That I went through the same thing where if I didn't, I had to lie to get out of that situation and say that I felt straight or I didn't feel gay no more. And I didn't feel that, because as long as they felt I was gay, they weren't going to stop. So I know how frightening that is and how
Now,
traumatic.
Tammy, if you don't, how long did you let them eyes go back and forth before you came up with that goddamn story? You go see and put yourself in the same caliber. That ain't got a fuck thing to do with you. Don't you sit there. Let me keep going.
That can be for a person. Um, Ashley, do you feel like, 'cause I know you take care of your mom now, and I heard you, because when you do expose stuff and you do expose things about yourself, I listen to you. And I know you said that, you do everything for your mom. You make sure Miss Shepherd is okay and you make sure you take care of her. Do you think that you have some level of resentment that you have to take care of her now, considering when
She
it was
hate her
her
mama.
turn to take care of
That's why
you,
she tried to make
that
like
these
I hated
things
mine.
happen?
No, I don't know. Resentment. Hold on. Can you break that down for me? Resentment, like, do I resent taking care of?
What?
I'm sorry, Tammy. You're using big words on Ashley. Ashley does not have she does not have the ability to comprehend anything beyond fifth or sixth grade level. So using them big words with Ashley is not gonna mean anything. She don't know what the hell you saying. Ashley said she went to college. We all know that I knew what you were saying. But Ashley don't know what you're saying. She ain't never been to college, baby. You gonna have to remember, Tammy, we on Bigo. You gotta break that motherfucker down so everybody understand what the hell they saying, okay?
Not just saying, like, okay, let's just say if you put yourself in the Shiras's shoes and say that you dropped the ball with the Shiras on certain things. You tried to do what you knew, but things didn't go so well at times. And the Shiras was institutionalized, that you probably put a few men before her and things of that nature. And now that you're grown, you're the crutch that she has to lean on. But when you needed to lean on her, she wasn't there as much for you. Do you think that could be where you get some of this aggression? Because sometimes when you deal with people, you can be sort of aggressive.
No, I
And
have a question because she not fair. She my mama is not fair. Like a child is no problem. She was a good child. But when Bud Boy is like fucking up, tearing up, and raised, and I be like, I'm about to call her, put him in the hospital. She like, you're not gonna put him in no goddamn hospital. And I be like, but you put me in there, and I didn't do this shit. He did. But he around here like tearing up my windows, fucking up my car. Like he around here busting holes in my fucking wall, and I can't put him in a hospital because I care a lot about what my mama say and how she feels. And my goal is not to break her down. And I don't need her having a heart attack because I put in the hospital, she cried or something. So I try to just deal with the shit he does the best way I can. But it don't be fair because when I used to just smack my lips, you was throwing me in the hospital. And this boy around this bitch knocking people out, fighting the police. And I feel like that's hospital time. He needs to go to the hospital and see what's going on before the police kill him. And you on much, you cussing me out like I'm a dog, telling me I can't, don't, my son not going nowhere. And he don't need no hospital, but you threw me there every chance you get. Now that's what unfairness coming to me. That's like the tattoo. She let my kids go get tattoos, and when I slept and got a tattoo, she crucified me. She told me that it was abomination. She told me that I had to mark
You sure got tattoo?
a beast. She told me that I'm gonna go to hell and I need to repent. And she made it okay for my kids to get tattoos. I didn't let them get tattoos. She gave
So,
permission. Listen. I talked to my grandma, my aunt on the phone. Buddy, shut that down. I talked to my granny, my auntie on the phone one day, and my auntie said this to me.
You
She
got to
tried to
have
leave
a.
your mamas and your kids do everything to you.
Now I don't know if this got to be true. Um, yeah, you have to. If you under 18, your mom have to sign for you. How can Arlene give them permission to do that if Arlene ain't the guardian? Because you got to be there with them.
To hurt you. She said a lot of that stuff. I think your mama working with them kids doing it to hurt you. I really believe she play my kids against me, and she does it on purpose because she wants to be the one they praise. She gets jealous when they close to me, and it feel like we is having battle of Asharis and battle of the kids, and I know that's not right.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I forgot they doing me anywhere. I forgot. I ain't going anywhere. I forgot. Thank you. I forgot. Dumb it down, Sharice. I mean, Jackie. I forgot. My bad. My bad.
and
No,
so when
no,
you
I'm
look
not
at the
tripping because my
relationship,
uncle see it, my auntie see it, my grandmother see it. And they just tell me to put my foot down, even though this is my mama, this is my house. And
I
I need to
ain't
let
getting
her
there
know.
done at
She
home.
can't come in between me and my children and
Hey,
get in the way
baby.
when I'm trying to chastise them because a lot of times they don't get chastised because she be in the way.
but do you think that being the fact that you didn't have that from her, that seeing her do this now is impact, like it's affecting you? Because it has to be.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's affecting me. Yeah, it makes
And
me
if you
mad.
would
It
have
makes
to
me
say,
rage. And the fact that I'm not disrespectful is like I hold it in. I just take my rage out on everybody else, but I really be want to give her that rage and give her a good cuss tonight. But because I know that's my mother and I know, that ain't right, I can't give her that rage I want to give her. But if I ever had a chance and the God ever said, I'm going to let you have that chance without going to hell or without repercussion and tell her, I was going to rage and tell her so much stuff I've been wanting to tell her. Because listen, we done been in psychiatry where they be like, they ask me to bite her because they feel like she a lot of my problems. And when we invite her in for counseling, she will walk out and leave me in the room with the counselor. She won't sit there and have counseling with me. She leave and then
Because she
talking to me
don't
like
take
you got me up in
ownership.
there in front of people trying to make me fucking look bad and cuss me out. We ain't never had a one-on-one therapy with each other.
I would never cuss my mama
Even
do you
at
out.
the
think
time,
there's some jealousy?
even at the time when they invited her to my counseling, when the hospital would tell her come on in, she would get mad and walk out on
What
me.
up, precious baby?
Well, you're very beautiful, Ashley.
Where at?
I see your mother. Your mother's a beautiful woman. But sometimes as women age and their daughters blossom, the woman is no longer the star and the daughter starts to shine bright. Do you think there could be some level of jealousy between you and your mom?
What? Why would you
She
put that on
jealous of me.
head?
If she jealous, it's not because I'm smart. It's not because of my looks. Because she always called me a pretty girl and made me believe I was pretty no matter what. It would be because I'm independent and I took my independence back because she was used to having her name on everything, like my house, her name was on it. My cars, her name was on it. Everything she always had her hands on. So she had her hands in everything, but she could always pop up run things, take things, or threaten to take things, and that I took that power away from her. She feel like she don't have a fight when it comes to running me now. Because now it's like, bye, no, I don't care. This my stuff is nothing you can do.
Now this is true, y'all. Because up until what, about 2 years ago when they lost that house, every Social Security check, the Ashley check, Buddy check, and JoJo check, all went to Mama Shepherd. Nicole made her go down to Social Security and change that stuff over. How you know, Jackie? Bitch was on live, in line, at Social Security, telling us the day that it happened. And I believe Nicole was trying to get some money. Because that's when, remember, that's when they got that big back pay on JoJo. And they was trying to make sure they got that check, baby.
And that's what a lot coming in. And my auntie even much told me, now that I did that, my mama felt like she is weakened in that boy because she can't control me anymore. Like my mama controlled my whole life. I never used my baby on income tax because she always used the shower.
You ain't never worked.
She controlled everything. Even in my first marriage, she was mad because she would come over and just pop up and cook and control things. And he wanted to use his baby on tax.
Her mama was
on
her
the railroad, and she always used the baby and stuff. But she always been a problem when it came to like my early relationship.
So I want to talk. So I want to move forward too and talk about, because it sounds like your mom's a large gap. And thank you for sharing that in this.
But she's not a bad person though, Robert. She's just bossy in control.
And I just want to be very clear.
She ain't a bad person, but you just made your mama look like shit. Cause they wanted some goddamn content. You know they didn't believe that. Both of them have enough common sense to know that everything that Ashley was saying was a crock of bull. Now, I mean, let's just be real. Anybody with half a sense could sit and listen to these stories that Ashley's telling and know that she's getting that stuff from a movie, a song, or watching somebody else.
Me nor Tammy are here to judge. We're just maybe trying to understand your interactions and your experiences. So we're going to move forward. You had with your first husband, Bud. How?
No. While I was married, I had 3 kids while I was married.
Okay, and who are those children?
Bud, JoJo, and O'Brien. They're by the same man.
Is the man in the photo that you sent me the father?
That's their daddy. Mm-hmm. But I named
laughing.
Bud after Shira's daddy on some grimy shit because when I was 8 months pregnant, he decided he was gonna get with a new bitch and deny my baby, so I got his ass back.
That's so ignorant. Okay. This what I'm gonna do. Nigga cheat on me. I'm pregnant with his baby. I'm gonna name my baby after the other nigga. Who does that? That's so, girl.
Here we go.
But he was there though.
Is this?
No.
These are which one is here? This is the family.
No, that's my family. I just so you have a good, great family support.
Hey, Mama Dana.
Okay. This one.
That's him. Mm-hmm. That's JoJo. He's leaning over. That's Bud.
It was her.
That's Shari.
You look like such a happy mom. Yeah. Such a happy. That's a beautiful family. I will say that.
That's when we say the fifth ward. Excuse me.
So tell us about that dynamic and how that was, because there's actually a video here of you and him smiling, but apparently this was also the man that was physically abusive towards you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's the reason why my daughter is